Hi, everyone. We're here with, let me just look, Linda K. Fuller. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank on the name. And we're going to do a special interview on her book, Sportscasters and Sportscasting, Principles and Practices. Linda, how are you doing today?
Terrific. Thank you.
Thank you. So we're going to start right off with a question. Where did you get the facts to write this book? Like, where did all the knowledge come from to write this book?
Oh, heavens. It takes years to put something like this together, but I've always been interested in sport, and I've been a professor of communication at Worcester State College. The students love this topic, and so I've taught a course on sportscasting, and then my publishers say, we'd love to have you write a book on it. Why don't you do that? So that's really how I went about it. In terms of the research, that's a tricky one because for so many years I've been involved in more the subject of sport, if you will, than necessarily your good statistics that you're all so good with. But really, if you'll notice, the history of sport, well, that comes from my interest in history of radio and television anyway. Then the economics, that comes from lots of other different interests, popular culture. I don't know if you've had a chance to look through it very much.
I've skimmed through it a bit.
Oh, you've had fun. Oh, good, good, good. And but like one of the whole areas is looking at society and looking at the whole topic of sport in our society and why is it such an enormous thing? Why are so many people interested? And I'm very interested in issues like women in sport, women sportscasters, definitely issues of race, clearly issues of homophobia that we need to be dealing with, topics like drugs, scandals, and the biggest question of all, when do the sports pages end up on the front pages? So it's that's the way really to go about it. And the research, what's real interesting, I guess, if you look in the back, I mean, I'm all over the place.
The appendix itself is 20 pages
long.
I can imagine it's a while.
Thank you. You could appreciate it. But a lot of it is, I was invited in 1988 to Calgary, Canada, before they were hosting the Olympic Games, because people knew I was interested in sport and they knew I was interested in gender issues. Well, who knew? I started looking at women athletes and the difficulties, the barriers and the obstacles that they had. Women as organizers, and even to this day, there still are very few women that are part of the IOC, International Olympic Committee. That kind of thing. That's really what got me started. Then I did audience studies of particularly the Olympic Games. Then the day that Magic Johnson announced that he was going to have an announcement at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, by noon of that day, I began to do a survey on why do you think Magic Johnson, and do you already know the punchline? Do you remember what that was about?
I can only imagine.
I forget.
It was when he announced that he was HIV positive,
Yeah.
which was, in its day, the most incredible revelation. And of course, he's just been such a role model for people in the community. But again, it happens to be sport, but I'm really interested in how fast does news travel? I started at noon, and by 1 o'clock, everyone on my campus that I interviewed, that's not to say everyone, knew that Magic Johnson was going to be interviewed, and that was really the speculation. And let me continue a little bit, too, on the notion of sports celebrity. I happened to be in Beijing 2 summers ago, and you're familiar with Yao Ming, the basketball player.
Yes.
He was on the front cover of a newspaper, and he had his arm around a little AIDS orphan, this precious little girl with her pigtails and a tear coming down one of her eyes. Well, here I'm continuing the HIV notion. In China, even to this day, they have so many myths. They're so uneducated about this disease. You'd never touch anyone that's HIV positive.
Really?
That's sort of how America was before.
Before
we found out.
Exactly what we were and again, when Magic Johnson first made his announcement. So I'm very interested in how we can use sport then as a catalyst to be learning and understanding other things.
Oh, that's great.
If that makes sense.
In your book, I asked this, it had a big discussion, and with our producers even. You had a top 10, free advice statements. One of them was, you don't have to, you don't have to say the sponsors, Now, is that true? Whereas, like, when it's sponsors,
because we looked
Yeah,
up
sure.
because
What
they
page
were
is it
saying
on?
we had a big argument about this, and they're
Yeah,
doing
it's
it.
so.
And I
I
said,
got it.
I did not say that. That was Oberman
Right
and
here.
Patrick.
Never read the name of a sponsor.
But go to the page before it, and this is great because now this is getting you to learn that the whole notion is they said that. That's when it like number 7 of their top 10.
Okay.
And the whole point is they're saying that they've been in the business, so they've probably had a lot of experience on corporate sponsorship and placement and that kind of thing. But anyway, I think that's really a funny one. So
What's your opinion on that, though?
on sponsorship,
Yeah.
see, you're involved in this fabulous Young Sportscaster Association way of learning about media and whatnot. I teach it, I do it, and practically at home, what I've been very involved in is what we call community media. That are you Natick, or do you have your own local public access? And I don't mean public television with Sesame Street, but local cable
Yeah,
access.
we do.
Okay,
Yeah.
because that's what I'm really involved in at home, and it's more first come, first serve, and if you want to come in and talk about how much you love your dog and I don't care about your dog, I don't need to watch the show, and I don't even care if it's professionally done or whatever, but it's you and your dog and you could do it. So I've been more really involved, if you will, in that way. So again, community organizing, and I love it that Obama's been a community organizer. and really, I have been mostly working with people at an international level and introducing that local model of this kind of media that you're doing probably more than anything else. Most recently, I've been living and working in Africa, and I did the same kind of thing in Asia, but I mean literally traveling around and doing that whole topic. So it happens to be sport, which is fun, and people get it, and they can use it, and it becomes then a platform for something necessarily even bigger, if that makes
Great.
sense.
So you've written this book, and what has been the general opinion of it? Like, have you gotten a lot of praise? Has it been negative or positive?
What can I say? But one cute thing is I just Googled sportscasting because I really wrote it about, it takes about a year after you've written a book for them to go through copy editing and then producing and publishing. So it's, let's say 2 years. And I thought, oh my heavens, I better find out what's going on. And I loved it. There was this one little comment, and it said, I shouldn't say this about a competitor's book, but Linda Fuller. So then I looked up who that was, and sure enough, it's a guy who himself is in the sport journalism field, but he more does sports writing. So anyway, it's been wonderful, great fun.
Yeah. Now, what is the future of sportscasting? Like, is it going to be a job that's high in demand, everyone wants it, there'll be plenty of new positions, or is it going to be hard to get into?
I love your question because that's why I did this little quick research. I thought, I got to find out what's going on. You know enough about media to know that hardly anyone is reading newspapers anymore. We can get our news from so many other different sources. So newspapers are having a problem. Radio continues to be enormously successful, but again, we're doing radio from different sources that we've gotten, so I'm going to come to your answer. Sportscasting, I would say, of all media within the industry, not only is looking good, but more and more encouraging and promising than probably anything else. Now, that's both good and bad for you, because the competition is going to be greater, and you're going to have competition from women, from minorities, from people that can do several languages at the same time. Kind of, you thought you only had to know for sports. It's that kind of thing. I am thinking the sky is the limit. And again, let's talk about technology, which is the other whole half. If I can pull out my iPhone and find out any particular score, that's one thing. But if I want to have some commentary, or the way your earlier segment of, oh, what do you mean, this is my favorite guy, and he did this, and that was that. And if we want to be able to have the human interaction of it, and I do think we're going to be moving in that direction. So do I want to get it off my wristwatch, off my iPhone? Do I want to get it off my TV? Whatever particular kind of thing is of interest to me. That's what I think is real interesting.
All right, well,
good future.
I'm with Alec V. I'm Marcus Jackson, and lovely Miss Linda Fuller.
It's been fun.
Great interview. Thank you for coming into our studio today. That's all we have for KSports Sunday. I'll see you guys next week.